evening, farmers. That's right, good evening. Right where we left off last time. Should I say good evening? Not really. Yeah, so last episode we had a really, really good day. That's why we hired workers to harvest canola, because the canola price was outstanding. Until I reload the game for this episode. And for some reason, this game has done this before, the price is back down to $7.64. What was it, like $8.20? We were selling it last episode. We're in the same in-game day, but the price is different. So, yeah, I thought about firing the workers or letting them go, not to finish harvesting the canola. But when I was looking at what they got left, so the big field down here, I think we're like at 10% left. For what it costs to rehire, I'm gonna lose cash. So let them finish that field. These fields over here, this guy, he's just about done. We do have 62% in this field, but really, like I said, he's already 1/3 of the way through. So if I fire the worker and I rehire, basically you're rehiring to reharvest the whole field again, even though it's only 60%. So I think I just got to take the loss on these. I want to say take a loss on these fields. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to lose some profit here in a way, because I don't want to sell the canola for what it's going for, and he's at 22%. So I don't think I'm going to hire. Well, I know I'm not going to hire any more workers for what the canola price is going. I even tried, like, okay, let me sleep through the night, wake up in the morning, maybe the price will change. And the workers don't really work as you sleep. They only work in real time. So woke up, I slept overnight. Next day, the price is still the same. So, and I said, you know what, we're going to work overnight, so we are going to work overnight. The funny thing is, we've seen this before. What time of day is it? It's almost 9 o'clock. The wife goes to bed at 8. We know that. But here's our 4-year-old son out here. I mean, even the chickens have gone to bed, but he decided to sit out here and do what he does. So we're not. Well, I mean, I could harvest because now our silos are nice and free. We got tons and tons of space to put it in here where it needs to be. So, but you know, I had it all set. I figured I knew what I was going to do. I was going to come over here, jump into the combine harvester, and start harvesting this beautiful 3.15 hectare size field. But since we did harvesting last episode, oh well, we're going to change it on up. I do need to move the combine anyways. I need to plow this field here. Well, you know, this field just got harvested, so it needs more than plow. It needs everything, but obviously plow it first, cultivate it, all that stuff. But I think I'm actually, you know what, the plow is on here. Let's go ahead and plow the field. Then I'll drop the plow, and we'll go cultivate the field on the other side of John's store. I hesitate when I say that now because, you know, between Lumberjacks Dynasty and Farmers Dynasty, John, Jack, yeah. All the J's. That does bring me up, since I'm bringing up the Dynasty games. I'll wait here until I get started plowing here. Let me jump over here, make sure we got everything we need. Yeah, I don't remember last time we did a night episode, but hopefully the lights are good up and it's not too dark. Okay, plow is now on. Alright, L for lights. Yeah, so how many sets of lights we got? Just forward and backward. Why am I rotating without doing anything? Let's rotate that like that. Perfect. So I mean, it's not too dark, right? It doesn't seem like it's too dark for me, but hopefully when I edit the video and render, it's not it doesn't come out too dark. I think it's gonna be pretty darn good. But yeah, so just a second ago I was bringing up, you know, John, Jack, different Dynasty games. So this is what I said. I think I mentioned it last episode that we're probably taking a break from Farmers Dynasty for a while. The reason being is not after this episode, you still got one more week, and then we'll be taking a break. The reason being, Medieval Dynasty should be coming out on the 17th of September. So hopefully that Friday, Medieval Dynasty hopefully will be premiering on the channel, because it releases on a Thursday, so I hope to have the video out on Friday. You know, just real work and real life gets in the way. You just can't release a video on the same flipping day, but that's the way it is. But we'll see how it goes. I'm very interested in that game because from what I've read, what the game is about, and I've seen trailers and, you know, everything that has to offer, it looks like it has a lot to do. Now, what is it going to be available when Early Access comes out? I don't know. I'll have to wait to see what the game does come out. So, you know, we'll give it a look, you know, and give it a try, and I'll see how it goes. Never know. I mean, I could start playing the game and find out it doesn't fit my style, but I think it should. From what I'm reading, it was kind of like Deadliest Catch. I really like Deadliest Catch, but the way the game is, and that I can't say Deadliest Catch is in early access because they got it as full release, I believe. Yeah, right now that game is not really playable for doing a let's play on it. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, so we got this episode. Next week's episode will be coming out the same time as it always does, and then we'll be taking a small break from Farmers Dynasty unless they come out with some news about Farmers Dynasty, like the DLC or full release for console. Which yeah, I've been over that so many times now. It's hard to say. But with that being said, yeah, now we can kind of focus on the rest of this episode here, which is we're just going to plow and cultivate the night away. I feel very energetic, even though my work or my character says he's sleepy, I suppose. I do have coffee. Now, I don't think coffee actually regenerates sleep, now does it? I don't think it does. I mean, I got plenty of coffee, so let's go ahead and... Coffee gives extra energy, live better, nutrition 5, drink a cup of coffee, sleep is at 24. Yeah, so all it does, it helps you it's supposed to make you work faster, like on houses and such. Run faster when you're outside of the vehicle. But as for inside the vehicle and, give you extra sleep, that doesn't happen. If I want to get extra sleep or fill up the sleep bar meter, I have to go sit at a fireplace. Good old Rex would have been good for that. So, it doesn't really, as far as I can see, it doesn't affect us in game. I know sometimes it does say as you get tired, you start getting a little wonky as you drive. Yeah, I said wonky. How do you like that word? I'm just watching the money go up and thinking it could have been so much better if that price stayed the same. I don't know why it changed. I was trying to confuse why that shadow is showing there like it didn't plow the field, but I've been there. We plowed that. Yeah, so we did pretty good last episode, meaning I think we earned pretty close to $500,000 by selling all the canola we had, plus the workers harvesting the fields that we had. So we got a little bit of work done. Like I said, I'm in no rush to get all these fields harvested this spring. Wait until the good price is there. I was kind of excited when I was loading the game. But yeah, the price was like $8.24. We're going to work overnight, sell some more, maybe reach $7 million in the bank account. And now my whole plans have changed. But just as they do in real life, probably farmers deliver crops to wherever they, for a certain price, and they're like, you know what, we got too many crops today of that kind. We're going to change the price of it, and that's the way it is. And farmers are like, well, I'm not going to deliver it for that price, and that's the way I feel. But I still am kind of interested now that I'm up tonight a little bit. I do want to keep an eye on when little Timmy goes to bed, because the wife goes to bed at 8. And Timmy is outside. I've seen that before, though, where the wife went to bed and Timmy is just outside. Can I see the house from here? Engineering buttons don't help me out too much, so I can't see when little Timmy is actually in bed. Where's that piece that I missed? Oh, it's right here. Right here. Yeah, I'm just looking at the price of our bank account going up, and I think... Yeah, we only need about $5,000 more to hit $6.75 million. So that's not too bad. My main goal, really, is by the end of the harvest is to get up to $8 million. Now, that's going to be kind of questionable. I mean, if the price gets really good. And I guess we kind of set a goal at the end of last year, at the end of September, to maybe at the end of this season, maybe hit $10 million. But honestly, since I'm not going to be really farming my land, trying to get 3 harvests in. But as we saw, you know what? If we hit 8 million and we get like a sale like we did last September, going up and see Rose. What did Rose give us? Like $1.6 million for food? Pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. So as long as I keep, making sure I turn over my greenhouses like when I should, and the wife does some cooking, and I do canning at the end of the year, we should be okay. I say we should be okay, like, I'm in a dire need for cash. Now, I do think we probably should plant a few crops here and there just to fill out the season, because after we get done with the spring harvest, whenever that may be, it would be nice to go out and harvest some lupine, maybe some, man, do I want to do wheat or barley? I mean, not really, because the straw bales, and the straw bales just don't pay like they used to. For all of you who go back to early access in the early days, straw bales were like, yeah, let me go ahead and grab those fields. I just did get a comment recently how I got all the money, how we should start. And they want to know how I started. I'm like, yeah, the way I started in early access and the way most of us did in early access doesn't really work anymore now, does it? Now, for those of you who go back to, yes, December of 2019. 2017. 2017, December. That's when this game came out to EA on the PC. Yeah, you could pretty much, if you found a field that had wheat or barley in it, if you bought that field, harvested the field, sold the crop, and then baled it and brought the bales to the market, you would actually get your money back and more than what you paid for the field. And in the early days, then you could sell the field and get all your money back that you paid for the field. And what some people did, and I didn't do it, but I know some people did, basically they harvested the field, sold the crop, baled it, took the bales off, and sold the field back, got all their money and took the crops off. And then what you do is you just wait for the NPCs to reseed the field and do it all over again. So that was a quick and easy way to make cash in early access. I'm trying to remember the bales in early access when the game first came out. Was it like, were we getting like $200 per bale, something like that? And now it's, I mean, you sell a full trailer load and you barely get $2,000, and it's like, yeah, it's not. To me, the bales aren't even worth it. I mean, I don't want to sit here and say that because I got millions of dollars, but to me, it seems like a lot of work just to get a couple grand for what you do for bales. So right now, what I suggest to people, if you're just starting out, I do think it's better once make sure you keep your social points so you can always hire workers. To me, it's better, and this is just the way I would do it, is hire workers to work your fields and then go out and do social jobs while you're hiring workers. Because not only are you going to get work done in your fields, you're going to earn money by doing social jobs. And usually doing 4 social jobs in a day, you can almost earn more money doing social jobs than what you're going to pay your workers. So instead of you working in your own fields all day long, yeah, you'll get the work done and it's free and you're not paying anyone, so your money's staying the same, which is fine. If you hire workers and they get the work done in your field during the day, the same work that you would have done, and you want to do social jobs, like I was saying, you can probably earn more in social jobs than what you're paying your workers, so you actually make money while getting work done in your fields. Plus, you're also getting social points, which will help you save in buying equipment. And I've also been asked many times, what is the first, everyone says, I want to buy the tractor, I want to buy the tractor. The first thing you should buy is the combine. Save up for the combine because, one, the new combine harvests a lot better than the old one. So I know what you're saying. Well, yeah, then you gotta haul the grain, but you gotta haul that grain to the store. Just drive the combine up to the store and sell it that way. The combine can act as its own trailer. And that's the way I did it. I mean, it's your game. Play the way you see fit. That's just my opinion. People ask the way they should do it or what they should buy first. And I definitely bought the combine first. Save up for that. I did use social points to buy the combine, along with half the money. And I even forgot back then. But of course, back then, the prices were set. Not like now where the prices can fluctuate on equipment. So kind of look for the day for the best price as well. I have no idea what a good price for the combine is, and I can't even tell you how much I pay for that combine unless I go back and look, because it's been so long. And I actually don't think that's even on a video, honestly, if I do dare say that. Looking at the money, yes, we did hit $6.75 million, so that's good. Only the price had stayed at $8.20 or whatever it was. It's a shame. It's a shame. I mean, it's the same in-game day. The price should have stayed the same, but I saved the game, reloaded it, so must be the game takes whatever the price was the previous day when it loads. I have no idea how it does it. So maybe in the future, that you can try. So if the price is really good one day, it's the first day that price is really good, you may want to sleep overnight and then save the game the next day and see how that works. Because for me, it kind of reverted back to what the old price was instead of the good price. So just about done with this field, and we'll drop the plow off and go cultivate the other field, and I probably will call it a night there. I was all set to do harvesting until the wee hours of the morning, then go to bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 6, and be ready to go. What I will do is once we get done plowing, I'm going to drive across to our farm, see if Timmy is still up. Does Timmy actually go to bed? I mean, I realize he does because when I wake up in the morning, he's in bed. It's just a matter of when does he go to bed, because he doesn't go to bed at 8. Yeah, my wife sometimes seems to be very trusting of our child. It's like, yeah, sure, 8 o'clock, I'm going to bed. Yeah, let's just stay outside and play. Your father, quote-unquote me, will be around. Sort of. Do I care what little Timmy does around the farm? Heck no. As long as he's milking the cows, collecting eggs, watering flowers. Actually, I don't know if little Timmy does even anything. Not really sure. Now, I'm trying to remember because, obviously I'm not at that point yet, but I think little Timmy goes off to school, I think, when he's 7. So 3 years from now, technically, he'll go to school. It's either when he's 7 or 8. And I cannot remember. Will I play Farmers Dynasty that long? Probably not. Honestly, that's another 3 years. I'm in year, well, at least 6, maybe year 7 right now. I mean, what we could do if we got to that point is just, skip a week, and I can do that quite often. It won't take long before where little Timmy is 7 or 8 years old and he can go off to school. And that will be the last achievement that I need. Yep, those workers are still harvesting. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're going to finish the job that they have, so. How are we? 91% done with this field? Alright. Nothing like a little nighttime farming. And I'm kind of glad we're doing it because we don't really ever really do it. And I said really a lot right there, like really a lot. So, yeah, we hardly ever do nighttime farming. So I figured, you know what? Let's just stick it out. We'll do nighttime farming anyways, even though it's not the harvesting that I thought we were going to be doing. I still wish there was a way I can turn off the HUD. I mean, it's nice to see that I'm earning cash, but I don't need to see it constantly. I mean, the early stages, I'd be like, yeah, let's keep the money up there. I want to see where my money's going. I want to keep an eye on my monies. Now, sometimes when we play so many days in a row without actually earning or selling anything, I kind of forget how much money I have until I go to save or reload the game or whatever, until it's like, oh, that's how much money I got. All right. Try to listen to the cars behind me because I can tell if the cars stop, that means someone's next to the road, which would probably be Timmy because we know my wife's in bed. And that's the other thing. We've been trying to talk to my wife at 8 o'clock to let her know, quote unquote, I'm going to bed, although tonight I wasn't. But either she's in the kitchen and then goes right to bed, or I miss her completely and she's already in bed. Alright, let's go ahead and just park this plow. Right here ought to be good for now. Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go, drop the plow off. I'm getting kind of low on the fuel. 25%. That should be enough to cultivate this field. I think Timmy is technically... Yep, Timmy's in bed. Rex is down by the fire. Wife's in bed. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. Almost. John is always outside the store. Now we just need to cultivate this field. The question is, can I cultivate this field before 6 o'clock in the morning? I mean, technically I got 5 hours. It should not take me 5 hours in game time to cultivate this field. As long as I go to bed before 6 o'clock, I can sleep. I think the best well, I don't want to say the best ever. The closest I ever got, I think I went to bed at 5:45 just to try it once. So that'd be 5:45 in the morning. Got up at 6 and boom. Yep. Everything was back to normal, except for my food. Can you lower that there, Chief? There you go. Yep, okay, I'm all set there. Make sure we go wider than the field. That way, if I went on the edge a little bit with the plow, we get it all. That way, when next time we go to harvest this field, it's not that bad if I'm the one to harvest it. Gets a little bumpy. Man, when this cultivator came out, I remember this cultivator came out along with the, did it come out with the drill, the seed drill? I cannot remember if it did or didn't. But I knew the combination in real life. You can actually hitch up the drill to the back of the cultivator so you can cultivate and drill at the same time in a way. But not in Farmer's Dynasty. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I think I spent a good 5 minutes trying to see if it would hook up after the update came out. And I'm like, I can't get it to work. And found out later on it doesn't work. Kind of like the whole 3-point on the front. The 3-point on the front of these tractors doesn't work either. Same thing in Lumberjack's Dynasty. I must be only down to that one worker on the east side harvesting. I mean, the other workers were just about done. I need some sleep? Nah, I can sleep when I'm dead. I don't need to sleep now. Are you kidding? We're good. We are very, very good. But you know what helps keep you up at night when you in case you get a little tired? Is some good music. Some good music, and well, speeding up time doesn't hurt either. Let's give that a try.
Maybe I'm crazy, trying to fight it. Always been patient, now I can't wait no more. Been holding it back so long. Telephone calling, what can I say? It's all an illusion, and I'm better off this way. I'm running from yesterday.
Well, just looking at the horizon, looks like the sun might be coming up. I have no idea what time it is. I don't know how much fuel I got left in here. I really would like to get to bed. Oh, it's only 4 o'clock in the morning. All right. But the sun, I guess it is coming up rather early. 4 o'clock in the morning, huh? All right. But that's give me another couple hours, and I should be able to finish this in a couple hours, no problem. Fuel-wise, I got 17%, so I got plenty of fuel in the tank. And we're just about done. Just about done. I have no idea where the money stopped, because I was in zombie mode there, cultivating this field, as I probably would be if I'd been up for, well, 20 hours at this point. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Also, I looked around like, oh, the workers are all done. So I don't know where the money stopped, but that doesn't really matter too much now, does it? Not for me anyways. So the only thing is, since I worked overnight, I'm pretty sure when I go to bed and wake up in the next morning, which is going to be, 3 hours from now in game time, I don't think the price of canola is going to change. And even if it does, probably doesn't matter too much. I mean, it does matter, but I'm going to save the game, and time I reload it, who knows where the price is going to be. Who really knows? But we got enough fields ready to go if I want to go ahead and reseed them. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the 5th one that we got ready to be seeded in. It's not fully fertilized like the other ones are, but they're not fully fertilized, are they? No, I haven't spread artificial fertilizer on those yet. I probably should. And I guess if the price is not good, so like next episode, the price of canola is still not good. Instead of us harvesting canola, I guess I could spread fertilizer down, or I could start harvesting again and stocking up for when the price is good again. That way, well, as we saw last episode, I did nothing pretty much but transporting canola around. It took me all day to transport all that canola up to the store. That's why I said earlier when we used to harvest, I was like, I'm running out of silo space, and, there are silos on the map. I'm like, they're so far away from the store. It takes, you spend all day just transporting grain around, which is fine. So 16%. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll take the cultivator and tractor back to the farm. We'll top this off with some fuel. I gotta remember, I probably should check. I don't even know how much fuel I got back at the farm. I have no idea. It's been so long since I've been to a gas station here to buy fuel. I have not got a clue. Just curious. Yeah, everyone here is still sleeping. Should be this door. Yep, fuel tank. Fuel in stock. I got tons of fuel in stock. Let's refuel. Alright. And we'll wash vehicle as well. Turn around. Let's make sure I don't touch my flowers at all. Let's park it right here. Turn the lights off. And yeah, I am all set. All set to call it a day. So much so, do I even want to go down and talk to Rex? Yeah, I got an hour and a half to go. An hour and a half. I can still make it to bed before 6 o'clock and wake up like I slept 20 hours. Yeah, right. 20 hours, he says. Even Rex is like, I can hear him snoring over here. Sit on down the bench and get some sleep back. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you next time right here on The Day on the Farm. But until then, have a good one. Oh, crap. I got an hour to get to bed. Better get a move on.